Hey guys, and welcome back. It is Dirty Max LML. Well, right now I just washed the truck with some deionized water, so I'm waiting for the water to dry. And we're putting some new floor mats in here. So these are the Weathertech floor mats. These are designed to fit in the 2021 Silverado, and whatever vehicle you have, I'm sure they have a Weathertech floor mat for you. They're very convenient to have, better than these things. Just washed them to kind of clean them up. I'm gonna stick them in the rafters for I don't know. I'll probably never use them again, but these floor mats do hold up very, very well. Here's inside the truck, and as you can tell, it's very, very clean. I like to keep this truck as clean as possible. I'm just kind of warming up the WeatherTech mats so that they'll kind of form to the truck, because right out of the box they're kind of a little crinkled up. So I've had them out here for maybe, I'd say about 30 minutes, and it's a pretty chilly day, so I don't know how much this is gonna work, but we're gonna try the best we can. Let's take this floor mat and put it in the truck. All right, that's it. So super easy. It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So as you can tell, it's gonna hold the water up, or if somebody spills a coffee or something, it will hold that water inside this tray until we can clean it out. So very, very nice product. See if we can put the back in as well. Hopefully it goes in just that easy. And that easy, fell right in. I probably should have just lifted up this seat to put it in. That would have made it a lot easier, but it did just fall right in. So as you can tell, there are heated seats back here, and you have your AC vents. So just a ton of room in the back of these things, and love this little hidden cubby. Just a great truck all around. But yeah, these mats fit like a glove. Now you can see there's a tiny bit of a little gap right here, but over about a few days this will all lay down flat, so this thing will just form to the truck. And they are designed just perfectly. They fit in very, very well, but that will take a little bit of time. And now as we close the truck door, amp research bars fold up. Okay, so one left to do. I think out of any install, this is by far the easiest install I've ever had. Literally just drop them in. All right. Wow, that's it. These two, one here, one here. All you do is press them down. That's it. So this one lays completely flat already, and it's ready to go. It really just makes the whole inside look a lot better, in my opinion. I really like that. Same thing. Amp research bars. This is what the company logo looks like for Amp Research, and these drop down quite a bit, so it makes it a lot easier for you to enter into the vehicle. I mean, the step up from here to here is pretty considerable, so it makes it a lot easier to get into this truck. In fact, they make these trucks so darn big now that you almost need these amp research bars for even just a stock truck. I'm so glad that they made the DEF fluid. You can put it in right here now, so makes it very, very nice and super easy. I'm gonna show you guys this Twinkle Star pressure washer quick connect. So that's the 3/4 quick connect. Now these are all the parts that you get, so you get quite a few parts in here, more than enough for one pressure washer. You can actually do one pressure washer and a little bit more. So let me take these out of the package real quick. So here are all the parts that come in this kit. and it's only about $21 for this kit. The price has fluctuated just a little bit over time. I've seen it for anywhere from $18 to $25, but just recently when I checked them, they were $21. So I will leave a link in the description below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so it will help me out on the channel if you do purchase these, and it doesn't cost you any more, but it will make your life a whole lot easier, because it definitely has done that for mine. Releasing the pressure. And there you go. That's how easy it is to disconnect that. Now that that's been disconnected, now you can disconnect that line. And it's that easy. All right, so something else that I ended up picking up was this. It goes in pretty quick, but this thing works very, very well. So there's my hose, there is my quick connect. So I'm just trying to make everything a lot easier and quicker. And this thing is awesome. I'll leave a link down below to this on Amazon as well. So I'm going to unplug the vacuum. This was a gift from my stepdad, Dan. So thank you, Dan. I use this all the time. And there it is. So this is made by a Craftsman. I don't know where Dan got this, but it does have 3 outlets, and it also has like a little fuse button. So always check this. If you end up if it doesn't work, click that little button and it will work. So it'll kill this breaker before it kills the breaker on the side of your house. So that's really convenient. 1625 watts, 13 amps, and 125 volts. So this thing is very, very handy. All right, so I'm a little bit in a hurry right now, but I'm washing the truck and the pressure washer hose just busted on me. So I have the Flexzilla hose. Let me show this to you real quick. So every time I'm in a hurry, of course, something fails. So right now I have the Flexzilla pressure washer hose. I've had this thing for 4 years. I've really beat it up. So I'm surprised that it even lasts this long, but today's the day. The Flexzilla has died. So the pressure washer hose is very, very nice, man. Of course, the ones you get on these Ryobi's or pretty much any brand are crap, so you got to swap them out. But this Flexzilla, as you can see when I bend it, it doesn't kink up. So I've really enjoyed this thing. 4 years beating it up, 4 cars and the RV. I highly recommend the Flexzilla, although there's another contender. This is the Uberflex. Now when I take these two side by side, keep in mind that that is 4 years old and this is brand new out of the box. So this is the Uberflex. It does look like it has a lot more resistance, so only time will tell. I'm going to give this a shot. I'll leave a link in the description for both of these. I've heard really high reviews on this Uberflex. The Flexzilla lasted me 4 years. It's been incredible. I've never had any problems until today. So this is one of the products right here that I've been using, and it's the Griots Foam Polygloss. Now this definitely works well, and I bought this specifically for the RV. Because trying to wax this thing or ceramic coat it would just be either way too much work or really, really expensive. So this stuff right here, I believe you put about 2 ounces inside a foam cannon. This stuff foams up incredibly well. So I'll leave a link in the description where you can get this on Amazon. It works fantastic. In fact, the first time I used it, I pretty much filled up one of those whole foam cannon bottles with this solution. So don't make that mistake. All you need is a couple ounces, add it to the water and put it in the foam cannon. So when I did that, it did work incredible. So if you can afford it and you want to just blow your money, this stuff is about close to 40 bucks for the bottle. It does last a long time if you use it correctly, but if you want crazy amazing results, when this thing's wet with water, because you just washed it, you put this on as a end result coat. So this just brings all those hydrophobic properties back to whatever paint. Also, you have some kind of water protection If mud or anything gets on there, it's just super easy to wash off when you have this polygloss on there. So definitely recommend it. So quick disconnect, retractable hose, retractable power outlet. So we're just making this process as easy as possible, and I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. Just making it super quick to wash the vehicle, keep it clean. One thing that I've noticed, it's been raining here in California quite a bit, which we need as much rain as we possibly can get because it's been pretty dry around here. So it rained for, man, almost 2 weeks on and off. So, but one problem with having tires that stick outside of the wheel well, so this is a 35-inch tire, -18 offset, it does throw dirt all over the side of the truck. So especially in the rain, you're just getting mud and dirt all on the side of the truck. So I definitely recommend some sort of protection, and I think we are going to ceramic coat the truck. So I ceramic coated the last truck, and I used Steve from Excel Auto Detailing. He did a fantastic job, and it did really hold up nice. I ended up selling the truck. It was a 2016, so I had it on there for maybe 4 years. Anyhow, I had it on that truck and it worked very, very well. So I think I'm going to do the same with this truck here. Just make it look pretty, keep it looking nice, and it's easier to clean. All right, it's finally nighttime. It is freezing cold out here. Okay, so I hope this works. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so you can see the illuminated Chevy logo on the ground. That looks awesome. Lock the truck, goes away, unlock. There you see it. Okay, so there's lights underneath here, and those lights illuminate the ground. But if you have amp research bars, they illuminate the ground for you, so you don't need that extra light. So I think it's really cool to have this logo that's on the ground. Just looks really, really neat. So the Weathertechs look very, very good. Very happy with them. One thing I did not mention is that there are 2 different types of rubber. So there's a new WeatherTech rubber, and I did not get that one. So I got the old school stuff. I'm familiar with it. I tried looking at a few different YouTube channels trying to find out what's the difference between the new rubber and the old rubber, and I just couldn't find that out. So I went with the old school stuff. That's what I know. Any of the products that I used today, I will leave in the description below. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.